Hello everyone, good morning. This is me, Manya Gupta, your tech host. Bulletin of the day starts with Amazon, which lays off staff in its books division. A strategic shift. AI-driven search ads to explode to $26 billion by 2029. AI is booming, but so are emissions. UN report sounds alarm. Google doubles Gemini AI query limit for pro users. Google to keep hiring engineers amid AI boom. Amazon tests humanoid robots for doorstep deliveries, and finally about Elon Musk Dragon dilemma. SpaceX threatens NASA link. In yesterday's quiz, we asked you which chip maker owns most gaming CPUs. The answer is Nvidia. Now it's time for a daily tech question. Here's the one today. Which email service is owned by Microsoft? Confident you got the answer? Drop your guess in the comments below. Tune into tomorrow's bulletin to find out if you nailed it. Starting with the news section, we have Amazon, which has long been synonymous with books. It's how the company began, but now it's trimming down its own roots. In a quiet yet impactful move, Amazon has laid off fewer than 100 employees from its books division, including teams at Kindle and Goodreads. Now, this comes on the heels of broader layoff across Amazon's devices, retail communications, and even its podcast arm, Wondery. According to the company, decision is part of a strategy to make the division more agile and efficient. However, it raises questions about the long-term future of Amazon's role in the publishing and reading ecosystem. So while the number of layoffs is relatively smaller, it signals a shift in focus, possibly towards more profitable sectors like AI, logistics, and advertising. Industry insiders believe Amazon is not just pulling out of the book world, but rather recalibrating its priorities in an increasingly digital and algorithm-driven economy. Still, for a company that once disrupted publishing with Kindle, the cuts feel symbolic. Will Amazon's literary empire evolve with time or fade into the margins of its more profitable ventures? Only time will tell them. Artificial intelligence is not just transforming how we search, it's reshaping the entire advertising economy. A new study suggests that spending on AI-powered search ads in the US will skyrocket from just $1 billion this year to a jaw-dropping $26 billion by 2029. This explosion is driven by the growing capabilities of AI to deliver highly targeted, context-aware ads that outperform traditional keyword marketing. Tech giants like Google and Microsoft, they're already embedding AI deep into their ad tech stack. Meanwhile, Apple's reportedly AI-powered Safari could further disrupt the digital ad space. So what's interesting is that while sectors like tech, finance, healthcare, they're rapidly adopting AI-driven ads, retail surprisingly is lacking behind. As AI continues to learn and optimize ad delivery, advertisers could see better ROI but also face higher costs due to the premium nature of these intelligent placements. This trend also has consequences for online publishers as AI becomes the gatekeeper of search. Websites that once thrived on organic traffic may struggle unless they adapt, either by embracing subscriptions or licensing content to AI models. One thing is very clear, ad game is changing fastly. Moving on, the race to dominate AI may be fueling more than just innovation. It's also accelerating our climate crisis. So a new report by UN agency has revealed a staggering 150% rise in indirect emissions from some of the world's biggest tech companies in the last 3 years. Between 2020 and 23, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google's parent company, and Meta, they have all seen a sharp increase in the carbon footprint linked to energy used in their data centers, which power everything from AI training to cloud storage. Now, Amazon saw the biggest spike, a whopping 182%. Microsoft wasn't far behind, with its emissions more than doubling. So while companies like Meta claim that they are investing in cleaner data centers, the report suggests that this growth in AI usage is far outpacing sustainability efforts. The UN warns that without major green shifts in how these data centers operate, tech industry's emissions could soon rival that of aviation industry. The AI revolution might be digital, but its environmental cost is very real and growing. So as AI models get bigger and more powerful, their hunger for energy intensifies. So the question is, can innovation and climate action coexist, or is this growth unsustainable? Moving on, Google has officially doubled the daily usage limits for its Gemini 2.5 Pro model. Subscribers to the Google AI Pro plan can now run up to 100 queries a day, which is more than the cap of 50 earlier. So while this might seem a small technical update, it marks a significant shift in how Google is handling transparency around AI usage. Until now, Google has not clearly stated how much access users had on its paid plans, leaving many guessing By lifting the curtain, the company is not just offering more power to users, but also signaling its readiness to compete in professional AI subscription market, going head-to-head with rivals like OpenAI's ChatGPT Plus and Anthropic's Claude Pro. For developers, researchers, creators, this means more freedom, more experimentation, and more productivity without constantly hitting a wall. And for Google, it's a step towards building trust and loyalty in a highly competitive AI space. In the world of AI, transparency is the key, and Google just took a bold step in the right direction. In a bold move that bucks the industry trend, Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai declared at the Bloomberg Tech Conference that Google will continue hiring engineers well into 2026 despite the rise of AI. While layoffs ripple across the tech world, Google is doubling down on talent, sending a powerful message that AI isn't here to replace humans, but it is here to work with them. Pichai described AI as an accelerator, a force that boosts productivity, innovation, and expands opportunity, rather than eliminating jobs. So with over 180,000 employees, Alphabet's workforce is expected to grow, especially in AI research, infrastructure, and product engineering. This approach sets Google apart from rivals like Meta, Amazon, and even smaller AI startups which have trimmed the headcounts in response to automation fears. For job seekers, takeaway is clear: if you've got the skills, Google is still hiring. And for the public, it's a vote of confidence in human-AI collaboration. For industry, if I say, it's a challenge. Embrace AI without shrinking the human workforce. In a time when the fear of machines taking over the job dominates the headlines, Google is scripting a different kind of future. One where men and machine, they build side by side. In a bold move... Now, I would ask you to imagine ordering something on Amazon and a humanoid robot shows up at your door. That future might be closer than you think. Amazon is currently testing humanoid robots for last-mile delivery at its prototype facility in California. These robots are being trained to navigate real-world obstacles like curbs, doorsteps, even pets, all in an effort to make delivery faster, cheaper, and efficient. This move marks a major leap from warehouse automation to full-scale public interaction. The robots are expected to work alongside electric delivery vans, particularly those built by Rivian. So while trials are still in the controlled environments, Amazon is optimistic about scaling them up, but the road ahead is not easy. Real-world environments are unpredictable, be it weather, terrain, or human interaction, which could make robot deliveries a complex challenge. Still, Amazon believes that this is only a matter of time before these robots are zipping through neighborhoods. If successful, this could revolutionize how we receive packages, reducing both time and cost, but also raising ethical and employment concerns. Will robots replace human deliveries, or will they just make their jobs easier? Either way, the robot revolution is knocking on the door, literally. Last but not the least, in a dramatic twist, Elon Musk took to X, which was formerly Twitter, on 5th June to threaten the decommissioning of SpaceX Dragon spacecraft, the only active American vehicle currently ferrying astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station. The post came amid rising political tensions triggered by Donald Trump's public call to cut all federal contracts with Musk-owned companies, including SpaceX and Starlink. The threat sent shockwaves across the space community. Without Dragon, NASA's only alternatives would be the long-delayed Boeing Starliner or Russia's aging Soyuz spacecraft, both of which have reliability issues in this geopolitical complication. Beyond this crew support, Dragon plays a crucial role in science cargo delivery and ISS operations, and is integral to NASA's future lunar mission and the ISS deorbiting strategy. Within hours, Musk walked back the threats, clarifying that the current Dragon missions will continue. But he confirmed that the SpaceX is scaling back future Dragon production. The episode reveals how dependent US space ambitions have become on these private players, and how quickly these political rifts can turn into operational crisis. Well, this was for the bulletin. I'll again meet you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe IT Voice for all your tech updates.